Japanese boat engines that last forever have sparked countless debates among boaters who swear by their reliability, power, and downright timeless charm. Some folks claim they'd rather give up their morning coffee than part with their old two-stroke, while others praise the sleek, modern marvels of four-stroke technology. If you've ever wondered why these outboards have such a legendary reputation, get ready. Today we're diving headfirst into Japan's finest above and below 100 horsepower engines and exploring what truly makes them eternal. One prime example of Yamaha's early 1990s V6 two-stroke legacy is the 225XL. It offered around 225 horsepower and typically weighed close to 450 pounds, powered by a 3.1-litre block. Renowned for its thick cylinder walls, steel liners, and a robust crankshaft, it thrived under grueling conditions. Corrosion-resistant paint and galvanized water passages also helped fend off rust. Owners loved the straightforward carburetor system that required minimal tinkering beyond spark plug swaps, decarbonizing, and fresh gaskets. Sure, it guzzled gas and produced that classic two-stroke haze, but with solid mid-range torque and bulletproof construction, this engine earned a reputation for reliability that still echoes across docks today. The Ox 66, often found in the 200 to 250 horsepower range, revolutionized Yamaha's lineup by introducing early fuel injection to a rugged saltwater outboard. Famous for its corrosion-resistant parts, it's a prime choice for offshore anglers needing endurance in harsh conditions. The heavy-duty block and robust internals meant reliability was off the charts, though some lamented the weight and finicky sensors. Keep the injectors clean, feed it quality oil, and it'll power through countless hours chasing tuna or marlin. The throaty rumble at startup still brings smiles to seasoned captains who remember the days of simpler electronics and unstoppable performance. Yamaha's F300 four-stroke is a modern 4.2-litre V6 offering up to 300 horsepower. Variable camshaft timing delivers potent acceleration, and the electronic control module fine-tunes fuel flow for optimal efficiency. Owners praise its quieter operation and cleaner exhaust compared to older two-strokes. Controversies center on complexity. Smart tech can mean pricier maintenance if something electronic goes haywire. Yet for those who stay on top of scheduled services, these engines clock high hours without flinching. It's also lighter than many competitors in its class. Fire it up, hear that polished four-stroke purr, and you'll understand why it's a favorite among serious boaters. Suzuki's DT150 was a two-stroke champ in the 150 horsepower category, beloved for its compact design and strong mid-range punch. Many owners appreciated the simpler mechanics, pointing out it was easier to tear down and rebuild than some rival motors. Fuel consumption could be hefty, and the trademark two-stroke haze was a love-it-or-hate-it affair. Still, these engines often ran reliably for years when given proper oil and routine decarbonizing. Parts can be tricky to find nowadays, sparking online scavenger hunts. Cue that raspy two-stroke bark, and you'll see why old-school Suzuki loyalists still rave about the DT's fierce spirit and manageable upkeep. Suzuki's DF200 is a four-stroke standout, sporting a 2.9-litre inline-four design that delivers around 200 horsepower. Known for lean burn control, it fine-tunes air-fuel ratios to save gas on long runs. Weighing in less than some competitors, it helps lighter boats pop onto planes swiftly. Controversies arise over the cost of maintaining modern sensors and electronics, but the payoff is smoother idling, cleaner emissions, and excellent longevity. The self-adjusting timing chain cuts down on routine tinkering too. Hit the ignition, and a mellow hum greets your ears instead of the old two-stroke roar. Fans say it's modern tech done right. The BF225 is Honda's modern 3.5-litre V6 offering up to 225 horsepower, featuring VTEC tech that alters valve lift for efficient power delivery. It idles quietly, transitions smoothly, and stays remarkably fuel efficient for its size. Some worry about sensor failures and higher parts prices, but most find the reliability and Honda service network worth the investment. Corrosion protection is top-notch, an essential feature if you run in salty conditions. When you rev it, you'll hear a refined, automotive-inspired tone rather than a raucous roar. Honda claims these can notch hundreds of hours without major hiccups if treated to proper regular maintenance. A humble two-stroke hero, the 25NMH hits around 25 horsepower and offers manual start for boaters who value simplicity. Renowned for rugged construction, this little outboard thrives on minimal electronics, just a carb, coil, and a spark plug. That's why it's beloved in remote areas where reliability trumps comfort. Critics note the telltale two-stroke smoke and louder operation, but owners shrug it off. Keep the carb clean, use good oil, and the 25NMH can soldier on for years. It's also light enough for most people to lift off the transom. Pull that rope, hear its snappy bark, and it'll remind you of simpler times. The F25, Yamaha's modern four-stroke take on a 25-horsepower engine, shines with batteryless electronic fuel injection and a notably lower weight than older four-strokes. It starts easily in cold weather, idles quietly, and sips fuel compared to classic two-strokes. Traditionalists gripe it lacks the punchy acceleration of yesteryear's engines, but most appreciate the cleaner exhaust and friendlier decibel level. Maintenance is more involved than a carbureted motor. There's an ECU watching over everything, but reliability is top tier if you stick to Yamaha service intervals. Twist the throttle and you'll hear a mellow hum instead of that two-stroke ring-a-ding. A three-cylinder workhorse, Suzuki's DT65 hovered around 65 horsepower and built a fanbase among those who liked two-stroke simplicity. Rugged internal parts and decent fuel economy by 1990s standards made it a staple on mid-sized fishing boats. Owners laud the strong torque curve, though it needs decarbonizing to avoid sticking rings. Finding certain components today can be challenging, sparking endless forum hunts. Still, well-cared DT65s keep humming for decades. It's noisier than modern four-strokes, but that buzzing two-stroke note has a certain charm. Give it fresh oil, the occasional spark plug swap, and it might outlive your tackle box. This 70-horsepower four-stroke is a poster child for Suzuki's lean burn control, mixing air and fuel to maximize efficiency across the RPM range. The inline-four design features an oil-bathed timing chain that rarely needs manual adjustment. It's quiet, smooth, and surprisingly capable of pushing heavier aluminium boats. Critics mention higher upfront costs, but believers argue that long-term savings on fuel and maintenance balance things out. An onboard ECU oversees ignition, so you'll have to visit a dealer for major troubleshooting. Cue the gentle purr as you throttle up. The DF70A exudes a modern refinement while upholding Suzuki's reputation for durable engineering. Honda's BF50, commonly in carbureted or later EFI versions, delivers around 50 horsepower in a compact four-stroke design. Borrowed automotive tech means it starts reliably, runs smoothly, and consumes less gas than two-stroke rivals. Some older carb models can be cranky if ethanol fuel sits too long, necessitating carb cleaning. Yet fans praise the engine's longevity, often lasting decades with routine oil changes and periodic tune-ups. Parts can be pricey, but Honda's global presence generally keeps them in stock. Turn the key and you'll hear a mellower tone than a two-stroke, plus less smoke, making it a keeper for family outings. Up to 60 horsepower in a modern EFI four-stroke package, the BF60 features Honda's electronic wizardry for easy starts and improved combustion efficiency. It's particularly admired for its quick planing capability on small to mid-sized boats, thanks to a responsive throttle. The BFS Bigfoot variant caters to heavier loads with a beefier gear case. Critics argue that advanced tech can mean bigger bills if something goes wrong, yet the BF60's track record speaks to Honda's consistent quality. It's also impressively quiet, so you can hold a conversation at idle without yelling. Rev it up and you'll feel that refined kick. The M40C, commonly rated at 40 horsepower, is a legendary two-stroke built for durability in demanding environments. Commercial fishermen adore its simple carb setup and rugged gear case that can handle knocks in shallow waters. It's not shy about smoke or noise, but the payoff is straightforward repairs when something finally wears out. Parts availability can fluctuate, yet many owners find workarounds or salvage parts to keep these engines alive. The M40C is a prime example of low-tech, high longevity, proven by how many are still running strong worldwide. Yank the cord, hear that hearty two-stroke rattle, and prepare for an eternal companion. Tohatsu's MFS50A is a 50-horsepower four-stroke marvel featuring batteryless electronic fuel injection for cleaner starts and better fuel efficiency. It's lighter than many rivals, making it a popular upgrade for pontoons or runabouts. Skeptics sometimes overlook Tohatsu in favor of bigger brand names, but those who try it discover reliable power and easy maintenance. Emission levels meet strict standards too, so it's welcome on most lakes. Critics say modern outboards can be pricey to fix if the ECU malfunctions, but the MFS50A's solid record suggests that's rare. Fire it up, revel in that gentle hum, and enjoy a brand known for lasting performance. Thanks for cruising through this lineup of Japanese boat engines that stand the test of time. Whether it's the nostalgic roar of a two-stroke or the smooth efficiency of a modern four-stroke, the truth is each engine has its own special magic. Jokes aside, it all boils down to personal preference, maintenance habits, and the right fit for your boating style. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to subscribe for more honest breakdowns and good-natured banter about the marine world. Hope you found this video helpful. Now, go crank that outboard and start your next adventure.